Is that better? I think we're vertical today. I don't know why, it's just being stupid. But welcome everybody, I hope you're all well. And welcome to the live. Just wait for people to start to come in. I'm sorry that we're vertical. I hope it doesn't affect the viewing too much. Sorry, just a bit stressed because it's not going right today. That's better. So give me a shout who's in. Saying two people are watching, say hello to me. Hi Anne. Thanks for popping in. Don't worry about how long you'll be in, appreciate you popping in. I hope that you can see me okay with it being vertical. It's a bit of a kerfuddle today. I hope that you're keeping well. I hope that Andy's good. Thanks, Anne. So it's showing that I've got 5 people in. Please come and say hi to me. If you want the lives to come back, you do need to speak to me. Every time I try to move the phone, it moves, tries to tip over. Hi Andy. Hope that you're keeping well. So we was going to have a chat and cover a few topics today. Good morning, James Sweeney. Thanks for popping in. I'm not too bad, thanks. I will be doing a video at some point on a bit of a health update. So what's everybody up to today? Are you all busy? Marcus is here today. I think he's playing a game or watching something on his phone. Mike's still in bed because he hasn't had a very good night. So it's showing that I've got 26 people watching. Please come and say hello to me. Don't be shy. Anne says hi, Marcus. Says hi back. Don't forget, guys, as well, that me and Mike will be live on Sunday evening at 7 PM UK time, 8 PM Spanish time. It's also Spanish Mother's Day. So I thought we'd do a couple of topics today in the live. So see if we get a few more in now first. Lovely, James, 20 degrees, nice. It's 23 degrees here in Benidorm, maybe a little bit more. Anne says Andy will be messing around in the garden today on this lovely day. Jawleaf is in. Hi Jawleaf. I'm okay, thank you. I hope that you're well. Thank you for popping in. So today we're going to discuss the first topic. Do you think that Benidorm is getting expensive? Is Benidorm overpriced in itself? Now, I'm not here to run Benidorm down. I love the place. But I have had a lot of comments recently on how expensive the hotels are at the moment. And it's not the holiday packages that are increasing the prices for the holidays. It is actually the hotels that are putting the prices up. So can everybody see me okay? Is it bright enough? Or do we need a light on? What's the weather like today where you are, Jawleaf? Please talk to me because it's hard to talk without anybody talking. Jawleaf said, to be honest, as you know, my son lives in Benidorm Old Town. Yes, the hotel prices are going up, but there's still better prices than many. Weather is beautiful. I am home in York at the moment. Lovely, I love York. Been to York many times. So, Anne says, friends just back on Friday from Benidorm after 10 days. Stayed at Sandos, Monaco. Said it's gone downhill, shame. Said prices have gone up. I think that's a problem that a lot of people are having. I know that Stephanie Hardy had been looking to come to Benidorm, but the prices were crazy. I think prices are double and triple what they were last year. I know that apartments for rentals have gone up as well. Has anybody tried to book a holiday to Benidorm and given up because it's just too expensive now? Anne said they're off again on Saturday to Ibiza this time. Usually expensive in Ibiza. I've heard that. I've never actually been. I've never been to Ibiza or Tenerife. So I can't really comment on what the prices are like. So I've got 13 people in and 7 likes. Please make sure that you smash that like, guys. Jawleaf said, but if you think 1 week in Crete is maybe £2,000 and it's expensive for drinks and food. That's a very valid point, Jawleaf. Anne says that they love Ibiza, been several times but always been pricey. Very true. Is anybody coming to Benidorm this year, maybe? James, I know that you were looking for around Christmas time. Sorry guys, every time I touch my phone it goes flying. I don't think it likes being vertical. Jewel Leaf said she's hopeful for October for a couple of months. Wow, lovely. James Sweeney said, see my message, Sue. I haven't seen one recently. Just let me see. If there's anything I can do. Let's see if this helps now. Jewel Leaf said I get to live off my son for a change. Hopefully now I've changed the settings, that might. If you want to put your message again, James, hopefully it will show this time. I'll be glad when Marcus makes it to a millionaire and then I can live off him. Definitely meet up and have a drink, Jewel Leaf, when you're over. So, moving on to another topic. And before I do, can I please ask everyone that's watching if you can kindly watch my videos, as many as you can, for as long as you can, as I am trying to increase my watch time hours. I need watch time hours to get remonetised. I've got to get 4,000 hours. I need about 1,700 still, so a long way to go. Jewel Leaf said he's a bus driver, lovely. So moving on to the next topic, guys. Do you think that the cost of living has gone up recently? I'm noticing it here in Benidorm lately. James Sweeney said, I tried to book a package holiday for Christmas to Benidorm, 1,600, too much money. I booked August instead, same money. Brilliant. Hopefully we can meet up again in August, James. And I hope that you're keeping well. I hope your shoulder's good now. So, as I was saying, who thinks that the cost of living has now gone up? Anne says, been watching all vids. Cheers, Anne. Cost of living here through the roof. And definitely, I'm just finding that my money just isn't stretching recently. Jewel Leaf says, oh yes, defo Sue, it's very expensive. Have to early shop around now. Very true. I find that's the best way to do a bit of a shop around. Try and get the bargains. So I'll just try and pop up my coffee link and of course my PayPal link. James Sweeney said we'll meet up in August, God willing. Definitely, James. So I'm just popping my Buy Me a Coffee link and my PayPal link, as you can't give me super chat or super stickers at the moment, as I'm no longer monetized. But if you do wish to support the channel, you can do, as I said, through my Buy Me a Coffee or my PayPal link. Hi Anne, where did you go? Jewel Leaf says, my son's often given the cheaper rate in shops, Sue, because he speaks perfect Spanish. One price for Spanish, other price for others. Ah, maybe. I'll tell you a little story. I went to the Spanish market yesterday in the Old Town. It's on the car park up by the football ground. And I went up specifically to get a bit of fruit and some veg. Now, I tend to go right to the very end aisle, and I go to a guy right up on the very end, sort of where the little coffee fan is, and he does lovely oranges. I've had them before, they're really nice and juicy and dirt cheap. So I got some oranges and I went round, I got some bits. Tried to get some bananas, they were a bit pricey. I managed to get some, but they weren't the best. Some strawberries and stuff. But I went to one store, big mistake. I got 4 peaches, okay? And I got 4, what did I get? 4 peaches and I can't remember, I got 4 something else, they were only small. And I went to give him some money and he kept saying, ocho, ocho. I didn't understand, so he put it up on the till. He wanted €8.10 for 4 bits of fruit. I told him where to go. Said it was too expensive, and then he was moaning about me. I should have known, because another woman put her stuff back and said it was too expensive and walked off. So you do have to be careful. Some don't have prices on, so you're kind of hoping that they're cheap. But that's naughty if they offer one price for one and another price for the Spanish. 12 in, 8 likes. Please make sure that you do hit that like, guys. So, who's finding anything else gone up in price? Has the price of eggs gone up in the UK? The crazy prices here. A tray of 24 eggs on Monday cost me €5.90. Absolutely ludicrous. And meat, I'm finding that chicken has gone up. Pork's going up. All the cheaper cuts of meat are starting to go up now. Jewel Leaf said good. Sadly is charging you more because you're not Spanish. Sadly, with my son driving buses local, know him, so 100% they charge you more. That's absolutely disgusting. Maybe I need to learn Spanish. So lamb over here is just out the question. Julie said the price of 24 eggs is about $4.89. It's crazy. It's nearly €7 for a tray of 30 eggs here at the minute. And that's in economy cash downstairs. You know, absolutely mental. And lamb, just out the question. And said if I buy extra large eggs, which I prefer, they're $2.45 for 6. Wow. It's just crazy now. I can remember when you used to get a big tray of eggs, 2 dozen eggs for a couple of pounds, maybe 3 at the most. Bread is gone up. I think bread's $1.25 for a loaf of bread here now. So Mike started making some bread again. Joel Leaf said England food price is shocking. I guess so, but the thing is, you have supermarkets like Morrison's, Tesco's and that do like your cheap bags of fruit and veg. We don't get that here. I mean, if I want a Swede, not a massive one, just a basic one, I can pay anything from €1 to $1.50 depending on its size and weight. Parsnips are expensive. Cabbage you don't really see, but when you do, that's pricey. And I bought a bag of mixed salad leaves the other day. Cost me €1.89 and it lasted about 2 days. The third day it was starting to go yucky. Joel Leaf said we do, but the rubbish so often mouldy when they're selling at 39p a bag. Anne says lamb, beef, pork really expensive. Even mince, liver cheapest but more expensive than it used to be. I don't really eat liver, and if I get mince meat, I tend to get the minced pork because that is cheaper. We do eat an awful lot of pork, unfortunately, because it is cheaper. And maybe when I can, I get a frozen bag of chicken portions. They don't work out too bad, but they do vary. The other week, I got 8 portions in a bag, and last week there was only 5. Julie says I bought a large chicken in York, cost $8.49. Wow. Anne said we buy bread uncut from a local bakery, $2.45. Nice. Mike made a couple of baguettes yesterday and he made a wholemeal loaf for me, which I've got to admit is absolutely lush. Can't beat homemade bread. And the thing is as well, it's whole grain flour, but he uses my sugar substitute, so there's no sugar in it either, which is brilliant for my diabetes. Hello, Anne-Marie Pollitt. Hi. Sorry that we never got to meet up. It was just hectic and I haven't been too good recently. But as I said, I will do a health catch-up. We're just discussing a quick topic on whether you find the cost of living expensive in the UK. As I was saying, it has gone up here in Spain, in Benidorm. And Marie said they're coming next year, the 27th of April. Brilliant. Great. And I hope that David had a fantastic birthday when you were both over. I hope you had a brilliant time. So the weather hasn't been too bad here lately, but it is meant to rain tonight, but later tonight, so that won't be too bad. And Marie says, yes, David had a lovely time. Fantastic. So if anybody can come up with the next topic to discuss, guys, maybe do a few more minutes on this topic on the cost of living. Our electricity over here has gone up a lot as well. It's like triple what it used to be. Julie said, Sue, will you try the chairs in the sea this summer? If you're referring to the disabled chairs, maybe. Or maybe we'll go back down onto the accessibility area just on the edge of Poniente beach and go and sit on the chairs, dip my feet in the water. So I may do dual leaf, I might have a look. And Marie says it was John's birthday yesterday. Happy belated birthday, John. So please don't forget, as I said, I do have my PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee if you wish to support the channel. It does help as I'm not monetized at the moment. And as I said, things are going up. It is getting warm out there. I will be out later trying to get some more videos done to get up. Ooh, sorry, but it does help if I can get a cold drink. I can see your comments now, Anne. I don't know why they're not coming up. I hope we're not going to have problems with this live. If you put a comment that I can't see, can you drop it again, Anne? Anne said, hi, Anne-Marie. So can we have another comment, please, guys? Love you, Anne. Love you all, actually, guys, and really appreciate you all popping in. There seems to be a lot have dropped off, but it's still saying that there's 6 people in with us. So keep smashing that like, guys. Show your love, guys. Sorry, show your love and support. Julie said, I do like your videos when you talk on them, Sue. Just holds my interest better than just in silent ones. Okay, thanks for that, Julie. That's worth knowing. Anne says, I remember someone blocking my comments way back. Possibly happening again. I sincerely hope not. I'm not having a modding today, I don't really know. But as the live was scheduled, it could be possible. But that comment is showing, so topic. Thanks, Julie. Topic for the next 15 minutes. Favourite parts of Benidorm. What's your favourite part of Benidorm when you come? Are there any areas of Benidorm that you would like me to go and video maybe? What kind of videos would you like me to do? Anne-Marie says all of it. Very true, but I do find that some areas are better. The strip isn't too bad in the day. I'm hoping to get down on the strip later on. And there is a new bar open. I want to go and cover that. Anshaw likes Poniente End. I like Poniente End. It's a lot quieter, a lot more Spanish. The trouble is, people like to see the Levante end because people sort of like that. They like people's antics. They like to see the bars full, people dressed up, maybe stags and hens. Jewel Leaf says that she likes the party people end because it makes her giggle. Anne Marie says they had a lovely time in the Rio Park. Brilliant. Maybe I might sneak into the Rio Park one day. Maybe dig my little camera out and go and do some sneaky filming. And says she loves the Old Town area. I love the Old Town. Up the little alleyways. I love up round the castle. But I do prefer it when it's more quiet. It can get quite busy in peak season. And of course, like during festivity times. There is a little fiesta tomorrow. If I can remember or find the details, I may try go down and have a look, get a little bit of a film. It's down at the little cross in the Old Town, sort of in front of where Mercadona is. Sorry, not Mercadona, Consume is, in the centre of the road. This apparently has been there since 1800s, I think, if I'm right. It was put there to mark the border of Benidorm. Jewel Leaf says my son is on the tour bus for a couple of weeks, covering for people. Get on shore, he let you on free. That'd be great if I knew who your son was. Anshaw said Levante end is good in the day, can't cope with the noise at night, although it's not too bad off season. True, I really don't like the strip at night. I think, you know, there's been a lot of trouble around there. I also don't like Rio Park area at night. Apparently there's been a lot of muggings around there recently at night, not to put anybody off. Basically, you know, you just have to have your wits about you if you're coming over. You're on coach transfer. Please be very careful. His badge will say A.D. Ricci, tall with a beard. Cool. Blonde, so he looks not Spanish. Right, I'll keep an eye out. Anne-Marie says they stayed in at night. And Jewel Leaf, what's your first name so I can say I know your mum? James, are you still in, honey? Are there any other areas that you like? I like the little area down by the Nadell. That little area just there in front. Oh, it's Jewel. That's lovely. What a beautiful name. A beautiful name for a beautiful person. and I'm really looking to meeting you when you're over. Yeah, as I was saying, I like that little area just in front of the Nadell. Right by the ski place. I like watching people when the ski ride's open and all the other sea sports. I love watching people going out to get on them. And it's also quite peaceful. Jules says, oh, thanks, blushing. Anne Marie said we watched the shows in the hotel. Brilliant. What shows did you watch? I hope there were some good ones. Did you get to Tommy's bar while you was over for the bingo? Although I know you just said that you didn't go out at night. Jawleaf says, I used to work at Benidorm Palace making the outfits. Wow. Wow. I've only been to Benidorm Palace once. It is a bit pricey, really. Well, I'm saying that mainly because there's 3 of us. I know that at the moment they were doing a discount. I don't know whether they're still doing it, but, you know, for £34, I think it was, or €34. I'm not sure which it is. But when there's 3 of you, you know, that's over like 100 for the 3 of you. Then there's drinks. Plus as well, if you want the meal, that's more. Anne Marie said yes, all good. Anne Shaw said agree, Sue. It's nice by Nadell, good for people watching. Jawleaf said lots of sparkle and feathers. Anne Marie says the food was lovely. Nice. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourselves. Sorry, I've had a healthy breakfast. I had half a pink grapefruit, a couple of strawberries, a banana and a slice of wholemeal bread. But I think the banana is repeating a bit. So, is there anywhere else that people like in Benidorm? Do you like the cross? Who's been up to the cross? Unfortunately, I can't get up there. But I used to like going up by the Marita bar and up down, sort of round that way, along the top, when I lived down that end. Of course, now living up this end, it's harder to get out to places. And I love Albia, Altea, but of course, now I'm up this end, it's like I'd have to go all the way down to the Rincon end and then up and all the way down. And my battery isn't as good as it used to be. Anne Shaw said, chat's been good, Sue. Unfortunately, have to get ready to go out. Going out for a midweek carvery by Sue and Chatters. Delicious. Have a lovely time. Enjoy. I hope you really enjoy it and enjoy the beautiful weather. Maybe if they've got a little beer garden there as well, maybe you can get out, sit out in the beer garden. Jawleaf said I'd need oxygen now to do it, but did it years. Anne-Marie's at bingo. Are you winning, Anne-Marie? Are there any areas maybe people might not know that you like? I like down round the port. It's nice and peaceful. Maybe not so much mid-season when the boats are going out. Anne-Marie said not yet, not started yet. and said lovely outside garden to sit in. See you soon. See you soon, Anne, and thanks for popping in, and have a lovely afternoon in the beautiful UK sunshine. You don't get it much. Jules says, okay, sadly I have to go also, Sue. Take care, nice live, thanks. Thanks, Jules, for popping in. Have a lovely afternoon, and I'll speak to you soon. Keep watching the videos as well, guys. As I said, as many videos as you can, for as long as you can, guys. There is some playlists up there. So maybe if you haven't watched many of the videos, watch one of the playlists, or the new videos will be going up as well into a playlist. So I might start another playlist now, because I think the one's got about 100 videos in, so I'll keep busy to watch. So who's still with us? Drop a comment. Don't forget as well, I have got my PayPal and my Buy Me a Coffee. All is greatly received. And if you want to send me some hearts, it will be appreciated. See if I can send you some love. There we go. What else have we got? I'll give you a little flower. There we are. I don't know what somebody's cooking, but whew, it smells like peppers actually. So, as I was saying, is there anywhere anybody's found by accident? It's a nice little area. We have a little area just down the road from us. It's kind of it's hard to explain. It's kind of the back of Jamie Avenue. It's a little square. There's some little water fountains. It's lovely and peaceful. There's a couple of nice little bars there as well. Lots of people just sit there. It's a little shaded area you can sit. And when it gets hot in the summer, you see the kids running through the little fountains. They sort of come on and off. They dare one another whether they can make it through before the fountain starts. It's always great fun. So who's still in with me? Drop a hi. Says I've still got 7 people watching, so come and say hello. Benidorm Crazy Marcus could have put a comment in my live. I know he can hear me because he's looking at me. So 15 minutes of the live, guys. Have you enjoyed the lives? Maybe I might try and do a live maybe once a week. Maybe sort of around the same time. Just coffee and a chat, although I've got to make myself a coffee. I was going to do that, but trying to get some washing pegged up. Like you do. So if you do enjoy the lives, I will try and keep them going. So, what topic shall we finish off with? How about what's your favourite food? Mine's a bit of a nightmare at the moment because of this diabetic diet. I haven't been very good with it recently. I will mention a bit more when I do my health update. My weight hasn't been too bad. It has been stable and I have lost this week. Well, last week rather, because I weighed on Monday. But yeah, but I'll cover that more in the health update. But I'm trying to eat more healthier this week, hence why I got some fruit and veg. I did have a bit of turkey last night with some of the potatoes out of the garden. Unfortunately, I forgot to film our little crop, but the next crop I will show you. Yeah, we did have a few potatoes. Not overly big, but they... Sorry, guys. As I said, not overly big, but they were still delicious. I don't know why this keeps toppling over. That's better. Yeah, they were nice. I had a couple of small ones the other night. It's like jacket potatoes with some cheese on. And the ones that we've harvested at the moment were like just sort of clean. You could leave them on. You could scrub them. Marcus didn't like the skin on, so I've been sort of peeling him for him. But me and Mike have had them with the skin on. They're beautiful. So yeah, but at the moment with my diet, it is a lot of the lean meat, like chicken and turkey and stuff. I am meant to eat meat, but to be honest, I do not like meat. So I probably will have to get some more like cod liver oil capsules just to keep the cod liver oil up. I am trying to eat fruit and get more prebiotics in. I was on prebiotics, the doctor prescribed, but they were too strong for me, so I had to stop taking them because they made me ill. But when I do go shopping later on, I may maybe get some probiotic drinks from over Mercadona. So they've got some, they're not like the Actimel, they're a different brand, but they're about €2 something for 12, which I don't think's too bad. And Marie says she's on Slimming World meals. Nice, Anne, but be careful. Have a look on the back of some of them, because I did find some were quite high in sugars or high in salt. I did have a bit of a bad spate with energy drinks last week. Normally, if I do fancy an energy drink, there's one in Mercadona that's 0 sugar and 0 caffeine. So that's not so bad, but I did have, although it was 0 sugar, it did have caffeine in. And I did have a couple that probably had the sugar in as well. But I am trying this week really hard. I'm going to try and get a bit more exercise in as well, which I was trying to do. Last week me and Mike were doing some Tai Chi, and there were some chair ones. We're doing some, following one which was exercises for the elders, which was like some chair ones and gentle standing ones, but you could lean on a chair for balance, so they weren't too bad. But as I haven't felt too brilliant since the weekend, I haven't really done them this week, but I do need to get back and do something. The pool has been cleaned, so hopefully the temperatures will warm up now and be able to get back in the pool, which I cannot wait. And I'm just going to drop the PayPal link again. And the coffee link. And as I said, guys, any small amount helps, as I'm no longer monetised. So, do you have a particularly favourite Slimming World meal, Anne? Those 8 people that were watching me, please come and speak, say hi. Drop a like. Who's still about? Anne-Marie says she likes them all. I like the hot pot one. I gotta admit I do like that. I may have to maybe try and make my own. I keep meaning to make a Slimmers quiche, which I don't know whether you know what that is, Anne-Marie. It's corned beef, like cream cheese and eggs. You kind of mix it together, mash it all up and bake it in the oven. I used to like it with, like the cream cheese with like pineapple in, or the garlic one. And you only need half of one of them because it's quite filling. There's no pastry. And cream cheese is low fat anyway, and I think you can even get like low fat cream cheeses as well. And corned beef is quite low. So yeah, it's a win-win. But the thing is, corned beef is really expensive at the moment. So Jamie Blake, if you're watching in the background, corned beef please, honey bunny. So 5 minutes to go, guys. Give a thumbs up, show your support. So I'm a bit disappointed that I did start out with a lot coming into the live. Started off with 26, it dropped down to about 15, 16. I have got 9 showing at the moment, but only actually had Joel, Jamie, Anne-Marie and Anne Pollitt. So I mean Anne and Pollitt. So I've only had 4 people actually talking in the live. Now there only seems to be one, poor old Anne-Marie. But thanks for stopping on, Anne. And I hope that you win at bingo. You'll have to let me know on Sunday night. Don't forget, anybody that's watching, I will be back live with Benidorm Mad Mike over on his channel on Sunday night for a Spanish Mother's Day live. And there will be a quiz as well, so please make sure that you do drop in. Come and have a chat and a laugh. So 5 minutes left. Anybody else who might be watching live, do you have any favourite foods? I do like bacon. I love my bacon sandwiches, but yeah, not good for me, sadly. And I haven't found, I think it's called turkey bacon. I don't know. I'm also trying to find somewhere that does some garden seeds when I'm out and about later on. Want some parsnip seeds and carrot seeds. So if anybody knows anywhere, let me know, because I'm absolutely at a loss. Who's still in? Is anybody still alive? Does anybody know where Calais Santander is? Are you still in, Anne? Six watching, 11 likes. So before I go, did you enjoy the live? Do you want me to do more? Is there anywhere that you'd like me to go and film while I'm out and about in Benidorm? Now is your last chance as well to buy me a coffee or drop something into my PayPal, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the live. I hope you enjoyed the topics. Anne's just popped back in. She says now she's changed. Good stream, Sue. Thanks very much, Anne. And I hope you have a fab meal. Can't beat a good old carvery. That's sort of what we're missing here in Benidorm. I think there is a carvery, but it's right up the other end. I think the Dillygaff do one. But I don't really know of anywhere else. But that is really what we could do with a really good carvery for a nice Sunday lunch. I think that'll be absolutely brilliant. Maybe in the week they could do like some kind of a buffet, but you know, the buffets here are Chinese buffets and stuff, so maybe an English buffet, you know, chips, sausages, chicken nuggets, chops, bit of gammon maybe. Oh, I miss gammon. You just can't, well, you can get gammon from the butchers in the indoor market, but it is pricey. So thanks for watching, guys. I will be back hopefully next week, maybe do another live next week. And of course, don't forget to keep watching the videos. As I said, as many as you can. Let's clock up as many watch hours as we can. And Shaw said, thanks, Sue, not a bad price for here. £12 each, drinks nearly as much as meal though. There's beef, gammon or turkey. Oh, don't. Beef and gammon, gosh. So that's not bad at all, is it, for £12? I'd have all three though. So I'm going to go now, guys. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming in. Love you all. Take care. Stay safe. Don't forget Sunday, Benidorm Mad Mike's channel. And keep watching the videos. There's going to be more new content coming up.